All right, current air temp walking in, 25. I think it was the same as last night. Not sure. I did not get my deep litter method started until late this year, which is never good. The year is what, do you know? 2024 was what it was. But it's still, for a point of reference in the past, I don't think I've ever had the barn below 32 using deep litter. Stayed above freezing. Except last year, was it last year when we had the blizzard? 3 days with negative 32 wind chills. 3 days straight. 30-mile-an-hour winds for 3 days straight. At that point, we just kept the goats in the barn. I ran over here, brought hot water over about every 6 hours to refill buckets. Kept all the doors closed, plugged all the holes with hay, and let it be what it was. Can't fight that. Just be prepared and feed them up. Okay, good. I'm not sure if Miss Cookie is trying the stately approach. She's just friending up with everybody, sleep with Toots tonight, hang out, be buddies. Are you trying to win the queenship just by being nice? Just by being everybody's friend? That only works until times get hard. And then you test those friendships. Don't test me, you little chunky butt. Here. I'll scratch your butt for you. But you're still a weenie. You stay. No. Oh, did Sugar Pie go back out? Okay, well, you get those days when I get everybody stalled up in 2-3 minutes. 2-3 minutes. And then you get those days where everybody just runs back out of the stall. They're like, ha, nice try, sucker. Yeah, why did you come out? You know where you're supposed to be. I don't normally call you a weenie because you're not normally, but today, you're a weenie. My milk machine broke. Or it's clogged or it's frozen. It's not working properly. So now I have to milk everybody by hand. The saga continues. Why I hate the cold. Part infinity. Madam Snow. I love you. I have never had a baby goat make me sad. Every day I'm trying to milk her mother. You're the cutest little thing ever. Your little bleat is adorable, but also almost sad. And it hurts my heart to leave you locked up in here just to milk your mom. You got a full tummy. You guys have food left over, so I know you still have food to eat. If you're hungry, you just... You're the loudest baby we've ever had, ever. She doesn't do this the whole time, but she gets, hi, I'll pet you. I know. You just become this little love bug thing. I know. I think you went through your first heat cycle and then you just flipped the switch and became a love bug. Oh, no. Oh, get you right there. Oh, right there. Can I get up behind this ear too? Or, oh. Roni pepperoni. She said, get off my mans. I'm trying to get my pets. I will let you out in 1 second. Your mama is finishing her breakfast. You just gonna hijack it, Roni? Be like, fine, I'll just stand on you. You are my sister. You eating my string? And then your mama. It's no wonder you three are just ridiculously sweet. Or you two, rather. Hi. You know who I bet is also Mr. Sweetness? Zeus Man. Your silver beauty buck. Mr. Zeus. Okay, honey. Okay. 2 minutes later. 2 minutes. Are you ready? Come on. Come get your mama. She's right up on the stand. She gonna walk off from you. All right. Keep trying. Okay, Madam Snow. Again. Crazy kicks. Good morning, babies. And big girls. Teen Squad. What is up, guys? Welcome back. Not a lot going on today, other than the fact that, well, let me get these mamas out first. I love when they find their mommies. It's just happiness. We let your mamas in. She's not in here, babies. I know. God, she is such a love bug. Honey bun, this one? This one, she likes the loves, but she doesn't come demanding. So Hope and Gummy comes into heat today, but she's not really, they're out on the porch right now. And she's not actually showing any sign of coming into heat. Which I don't like, but mathematically I think we're okay still. Yeah, I dropped it all. Hi. Can you say something to the people while I try to pick up these cups? Not looking at you with one hand. I could just pause the video and cut that bit out, eh? Achieved. But sometimes I like to leave the reality in. Trying to record with one hand, pick up stuff I should have already picked up with the other hand. Get mamas and babies situated. Hi, you already got your mama, you little fuzzball. Look how fuzzy you are. You're so chunky. Oh, you tried to look slim when you walked by? What was that little stretch out? Uh-huh. Just because you stand in front of the mirror and stand a certain way and you look thin doesn't mean you are a fluffy butt. Where'd you go? I don't know. Y'all have fat hair. Come on. Come get your babies. Get your babies if you got them, I guess. You got babies. You don't have babies. You got babies, but I know you're still in boy mode. Hi, boys. Go inside. It's cold and gross and still snowing. Which is the theme of today's video. It is still snowing. It won't stop snowing. Why won't it stop snowing? I know we live in Ohio, and I know, you know, every, I don't know, 4 to 6 years, we end up in one of these cycles where it just snows 1, 2, 3, 4 inches every day or every other day. I do kind of enjoy, okay, if it's going to be cold, it might as well snow, maybe. I used to believe that when I lived in the city because I was like, you know, you get an inch of snow, the road crews come by, they clean everything up. It just looks beautiful. It re-prettifies, really pretty, makes the top of the snow pretty again. Is re-prettify, is that a word? I doubt it. So when you're living in a city and you're just staring out your window, guys, I have no idea how, I guess it's, when we lived in the city, H and I both she still has a salaried position, so there are no necessarily set hours. When you're in a company at certain levels, you're a salaried employee, which means you get paid the same amount of money, whether you work 40 hours a week or 70 hours a week. And so I didn't work necessarily a 9 to 5. When work was, if work needed done. I mean, there were times when you just go in and you do your time with what you did, but there were times when, you know, you might be there around holiday time. Maybe someday I'll tell you guys what I used to do. But when you're setting up for holiday, you might be working 12, 15, 17 hours a day, every day for a month or 2 months or 3 months, just getting ready. But I never understood. So what I guess I'm circling around to is you chunky, first of all. Oh my gosh, look how chubby you are. Y'all gonna have complexes, me calling you chubby all the time. But what I'm circling around to, I guess, is I didn't have, when we lived in the city, we had a postage stamp of a yard, if you know what that means. Our front yard, our backyard actually probably went from here to the creek down there. You can see that line of sticks down there. That was our backyard. And it was probably that wide to that wide. And in the front yard, we had maybe from here to the fence was our whole front yard. So it was very, very small. And there were times when I couldn't find the time. Do you see what I'm doing with my claw hand? I could not find the time to mow my grass. You know, and I look back now and I think about what I do here on a daily. And it just baffles me that Like I couldn't find time to mow my grass. I was definitely more lazy. Living in a city, nothing really to do, working a 9 to 5. And it was like, okay, well, no, we don't need to see that on camera. Thanks, Mr. Marlin. It was one of those things where you're like, you know, I put in my work day. I come home, we make dinner and get the kids ready for bed and all that. Plus we had kids, you know, now all of our kids are grown and moved out and doing their thing in the world. And I don't know. It's, when I look back, I just struggle in my mind. Like, how were you so lazy? Why didn't you do more? Why didn't you accomplish more in that time frame when you just went and worked for someone else? But people don't realize, also on the flip side of that coin, people don't realize that when you work for yourself, it's a lot more challenging. You don't have someone to tell you to get up, you know, on show days. Like show days, I don't have someone who's like, you got to be up at 4 a.m. and hi, what are you doing? Or you got to get up at 2 a.m. and you got to be over here and you got to get the goats prepped because you're leaving here at 4 a.m. so you can be at the show at 5 or 5:30 a.m. You don't have someone to tell you that. You don't have someone to tell you to go in the house and make soap all day until your fingers bleed. No, I'm kidding. You don't have someone to tell you to be back over here at night to put the goats away or to mow the grass or clean up the ditch line. You got to do that. And there are no holidays and weekends and there's none of that. Maybe in the beginning, maybe once you get further, you know, maybe 7-10 years into your business, you get everything settled and you get everything organized and worked out and you know what you're doing, and when you're doing it, you have more free time. But right now I have too much free time on my hands and I'm going a little bit stir crazy. We're not making a lot of soap right now, obviously, because it's January. We don't have shows until May. We're doing one show in February. I think it's called Galentine's. It's like a play on Valentine's, but it's for women to go around, and I shouldn't talk about it too much because I'm not sure on the complete premise of it yet. It was kind of a pop-up thing that somebody wanted to do, and we're gonna see if we can jump in and participate in that. And it's just, I'm struggling right now to not go stir crazy, and this is like a wash, rinse, repeat. Come over here, clean the floors, feed the goats, milk the goats, filter the milk, freeze the milk, scrape the snow, shovel the snow, move the snow. Just pick up the snow every day, move it from one place to the other so you can keep going. The snowblower part is not going to be here until Tuesday. We are going to get into some warmer, above freezing temps this coming week. So it'll be, one day I saw on the extended forecast, it was like 42 degrees, 42. But you know, your body kind of adjusts. When I went outside this morning and I thought it was like 22 degrees and I thought, man, this feels good out here. And the air temp was 12, so feels like 12. I was like, that's not bad. It's not bad. I tell you, there's a lot of difference between feels like 12 and feels like 6. And we've been doing a lot of feels like 6 for a long time now. And I'm getting kind of over it. But this is what's going on. I need to get my garage cleaned out, you know, and take some downtime from all of what we did last year and all the time we didn't have to clean out the garage. You know, it kind of ends up to being a throw and go. And I have a bunch of stuff in my basement I want to get rid of and take to Goodwill or somewhere to donate. And it's just like, I'm going to focus on trying to get that done. But it's weird to me when you do 17 hours a day, every single day of the week, and then you slow down to next to nothing. And I'm just trying to get the stuff done that I should have done during that time frame, if that makes sense. So, nothing going on over here. Somebody got bread last night. Who got bread last night? Which one of you ladies? Oh, Sparkle Mom. So I'll show you guys Sparkle Mom getting, well, not, you know, I'll show you her in the pen with Wee Man, and we threw Gummy in because she was acting like she was in heat, but she had zero interest in associating with the boys when they're on this side of the fence. So I'm hoping today Java and Gummy will come into heat. See, she's standing for Marlin now, and she's flagging, which is kind of what she was doing yesterday. Okay, let's, He's not doing anything right now. He's just laying on her like a big lump. Lady's coming. Genji's in heat, but we're not breeding her. Obviously, she needs to recover. And you guys know from being around here long enough, that's not something we do. If we get a goat that's down like this, we're not going to breed her. That's just not right. It's not right to them. We have a couple girls that were given a vacation. I don't know all this. H has it in her spreadsheets. By the way, H's birthday is tomorrow. So if you guys want to happy birthday her, I'm sure she would appreciate that. Hi. So we have some girls that we're not going to breed because they have babies on them right now, like Muffin. You know, whoever has babies on them. Y'all, my brain. So we're pretty much through breeding. We're down to Java and Gummy, and that's it. And spring babies. So I'm hoping get these girls in, get her washed up. She's going to be hard to photograph just because she's pure white. And so I'm going to have to get her really, really, really clean. Get her dried off, get her all floofy with the hair dryer and get some pictures of her. That's my goal for all the girls that we're selling and all the boys is to get them in the house, give them a nice bath, and get photos of them taken, get them posted, get them sold, get them some good loving homes. It's not something I'm going to do when it feels like 6 degrees outside or 12 degrees outside. I'm not going to go bathe a goat. I know they're hardy, but no matter how dry you get them, they're going to have that little bit of moisture left on them. Why don't you let me pet you? I want to pet you. You're going to be difficult to photograph because you're so white. I lean down and I have my friend. Hi. I love you. You're such a love bug. You're such a love bug. This is Java. For you guys that are new or don't know, Sparkle Mom. Sparkles, chocolate. Chocolate Sparkle. It's right in her name. Chocolate hair. Chocolate, black. Chocolate, black. I'm going to give Danelle a huge shout out from Weed'em and Reap. If you guys want to see a good color video, her video, I think it came out last night or the night before. Anyway, just go to her channel, her colors and patterns video. I say this every single year. She does such an amazing and fantastic job of breaking down the colors and patterns and what you might get and what you might see based on who's carrying what genes. There is no point for anybody to repeat that. If you have goats and you want to try to up that, go you. She does such an amazing job. It's just not worth trying to do the same thing. Just go over there, tell her we sent you, please. Anytime you guys go to another channel, please throw her name out there. We appreciate that. Tell them I mentioned them and I wanted you guys to go check out her colors and patterns video. And you know, maybe one day she'll be like, look, Danelle, I love you. We have been, you, Crystal, and Danelle. Danelle was the first YouTube video I ever watched in my entire life. Way back in the day when YouTube was a new thing, Danelle's Weed'em and Reap, I was way back in her era. She was butchering chickens. And you guys know we raise chickens. We eat chicken. We eat chicken eggs. And I was butchering a couple of our girls. Actually, my dad had brought me some of his chickens that he does not butcher. My mom does not will not eat their pets, she calls them. So he brought me a couple chickens. I had never butchered a chicken. I've hunted, fished all my life, trapped, and I know how to skin and clean and all of that, but I had never done a chicken. And so I just wanted to make sure I kind of knew what I was doing. I was also looking for a video at the time where I wasn't wanting to go through boiling and defeathering and all of that. So I just wanted, basically I wanted to make boneless, skinless chicken. And so I watched her video, and that was the very first YouTube video I ever watched. And she did such an amazing job. Loved that. And when we started in goats, we came back around to Danelle, and we found Crystal through Danelle. So if people can find me through their channel, that would, I don't even know what my brain would do. I don't know what my brain would do. It would explode. So that is that. Love you guys. Thank you for watching my horribly long rants about nothingness and everything. And please, I'm not complaining about the snow. I know it snows. I know I live in Ohio, and that's what happens in Ohio. And some years you'll go through a cycle and it'll just not stop snowing. And while it's re-prettifies the snow, I'm over it already. Bye, boys. Go inside. We'll come over later and get one of you and give you a lady. Because I do think by the end of the day, Gummy's going to keep ramping up and going to need a boy. All right. Bye.
Basically bred her by sheer will.
He bred her. So we got the wee man back in here, who's already refreshed his cologne. Stink face. He stinks so bad already.
Well, look at him.
I've never seen him be this assertive.
Clearly, there's somebody else in the barn that's in heat.
Well, Sugar Pie's in heat.
Yeah, Sugar Pie for sure is in heat. I think Ginger's in heat. I think he just smells all the hormones.
I had some stuff going on. I had to make some phone calls while he was doing his thing with Sparkle. Actually, Sparkle Mom was the one that was in here.
Yeah, she was in for sure.
She was in full standing heat.
Yeah.
Bred real quick, real fast. I didn't even get the gate latched, and he was done with number 1 success. And so Gummy's been acting a little bit like she might be coming into heat, and she's getting bred to latte. So we're like, well, since you're here.
Exactly.
But she's not standing for him right now, so we're going to let him back out. But I just wanted to, like, he's this tiny little fireball of...
He's a stallion, baby.
He's a stallion.
Aren't you, buddy?
Who's a stallion? You're a stallion. I know you are. I know. That's why Mama kept you. She got a good eye. It'd be nice if you were prettier. Like, get that pee off your fur or whatever.
Pee off your whole person.
Off your whole person. Psycho. But he gets the job done. And there's no milling around.
No job.
Rethink that real quick, eh?
Well, that's her daddy.
Oh, that's your dad. Yeah, that would not be... That's not good. Oh, I hope so, yeah.
She's probably just standing up there because her mom's in the pen.
Yeah, that's true. But she needs to come in the heat still too, right?
does.
And who else?
Just her.
Just you. Just you.
It was just her and Sparkles and Gummy. So.
You, Sparkles, and Gummy. And Sparkles, and today,
is check.
she's wagging her tail. She's flagging her tail.
Well, usually those two, I mean, mother-daughter.
Mother-daughter, yep.
Typical,
So.
Coming into heat at the same time is pretty normal. So.
Yep. So maybe both of you tomorrow and we'll be done. We're not breeding her to that peasant, are we?
Yeah, that's her daddy, no!
Oh, yeah, good. Ha! Who's she getting?
Rocky.
Rocky or Mel?
Rocky.
Is Mel your dad? No, freaking Latte's her dad.
Latte is still her daddy, and Mello is Rocky's daddy.
Okay, yes. Yes, Mel is a Rocky baby. Rocky is a Mel baby.
Rocky is exactly.